All right. We're there, though.
Yeah.
We're there.
Hey!
People are waiting.
What's up, you fantastic people?
I'll send
Yes.
you a message on Teams.
I think I have that up right now.
Get that out of here.
Yeah.
We don't need
Welcome,
Teams.
everyone, to the first game of Blades and Pepper Shakers, as we definitely voted
just make
on
that
in a
up.
long and careful process.
Just for the background, like so many decisions here at Defenders of Cobalt, we were sitting
Completely
around,
arbitrary.
and I went, hey, we should call it this, and no one else said no.
Yeah.
So
We've known.
Tharin did, no, not Tharin, Joe, you did make a correction. Initially, I wanted to call it Pepper Shakers and Blades.
Yeah, so
But
I
you
got some
said-
choice.
Yeah, you said, what about Blades and Pepper Shakers? I would have let you veto the real fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
No,
that's the
that's fine.
thing is, a lot of us just say, you know what? No, let's go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else is gonna stumble on something else accidentally. Other than
It's
that.
been like that since day one with our...
Yeah.
That's why we're on air.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really,
That's really-
absolutely.
We've been winging
That's
it for over a year now.
It's all good, though.
God, it's been a
Hey,
while.
that wasn't supposed to open up there.
Oh, man.
That's a thing from school that Ashley sent me.
Yeah. We got Eddie here with us in person now,
Ooh.
instead
In
of...
person,
That's
live
right.
Instead
and
of-
real and in the flesh. I
Over
exist.
the real Eddie.
I am a real person.
Not just a voice.
No.
Yep.
Not anymore.
All right. And we're ready for some character introductions.
Oh,
Ooh,
shit.
boy.
I've
I've already started kicking the
mic.
microphone.
Don't
I
kick
know.
the mic, Tharin.
Keep those long legs tucked in.
Yeah.
We'll start with you, Chuck, and go around.
Okay. Let's see. You all know me as Chuck, which is accurate. And what I'm going to be playing the wizard Wreen Kleez. He's a gnomish wizard. He is a huge fan of close-up street magic.
Mind freak.
Mind freak, just with pepper shakers. It's fucking great.
Yep.
He's like a
Kleez-
mind freak without the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wreen Kleez is actually a very long, old, way the far back NPC of mine. I don't know if any of you were playing when I first introduced Wreen Kleez.
No, I think I came
I've
on
heard
to
of
him
him.
after the fact.
Yeah. So yeah.
Wreen Kleez rides again.
He
Yeah,
may or may
indeed.
not be the reason that Pepper Shakers is in them.
It is the reason. 100%.
Yes. May or may not have a lot to do with it.
It has everything to do with it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm Chuck, Wreen Kleez, and it's going to be stupid fun. Mainly stupid,
Mhm.
but some fun.
And Jake?
Well, I'm Jake, obviously, and I'm going to be playing a Rotham Finwei, a half-elf traveler turned warlock, who is now seeking information, chaotic, profane, all that sort of lovely stuff. You never know what you'll find.
Eddie?
I'm Eddie, and I'm playing Saami, a monk who was very impatient to get through his studies up in the monastery, and is even more impatient to get out into the world and start making a difference. But specifically, the kind of difference that I see is well balanced and karmically even, which doesn't always work out to being so nice or so bad.
Mhm.
Just kind of a little unpredictable.
Sounds good.
I'm Daniel, and I'll be playing Orifirith, the Halfling divination wizard. And my main goal, I think, is just going to be poking people's minds.
Oh.
Sometimes unpleasantly.
Yeah.
I'm Tharin. I'm going to be playing Braig the Brash. He is a barbarian from the southern mountains of Norin, and he likes to hit things with a big axe.
Solid.
Yeah,
Not necessarily in that order.
especially solid things.
Yeah, solid things. Those are the most fun. They make the loudest sounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially shields.
Yeah.
And the
Or-
things
or
behind
heads.
shields.
Yeah, the squishy things behind
Yeah.
solid shields.
Like a pistachio.
You gotta crack the shell to get to the nut inside.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's hot as balls down here, guys.
Is
It's a
it?
little warm.
Balls. I might crack this window open.
You certainly can. It's actually pretty nice outside.
That's not too bad out.
Mhm.
cracking the window open.
Watch out for polar bears, though.
Watch
Yeah.
out for those polar bears.
Well, they better not
Have
be
you
out
ever
there.
noticed how Teams is just work Discord?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it
Stop
is.
talking about work stuff there, and it's D&D time.
Yeah, we're supposed to not be doing that. We're supposed to be doing D&D.
Barbarians don't have Discord.
Right?
Not only that, but they don't have
Axes
teams either.
and Smashing.
Yeah.
Well, maybe teams.
And romance.
That's why they're so angry all the time.
They have to use Teams.
They have to use teams.
Yeah, they have to use teams.
Are you going
Yeah.
for the other?
That's why
the
they're
other
so
one?
angry.
God. I'd
I
be
just joined. Why did it kick me?
I'd be upset if I had to use teams
Push to
do that.
talk. Why not push to yell? Ah!
Missions work. What are you doing?
Fucking with things.
Oh no!
You ruined everything.
And the polar bear just got you.
We're
There
doing
you
it
go.
live.
Oh, you guys couldn't see anything.
Unfortunately, your Zoidberg
Rip.
hands were cut
Fucking
off.
Christ.
You needed to be squatted down a little more.
I
Yeah.
can't squat. I'm old.
Quote
Just
of
for that,
the
give
year.
us 5 squats.
Fuck no.
Hello, Everclarity.
Hey.
Oh, that's my friend. All right, so you guys are all starting out in the small-ish town of Felnir. It is on the westernmost edge of the country Dunmanora. Dunmanora is kind of like this big, mostly human, very militant country. They're not big on the schools of magic or anything. They're more technology, Ish. kind of dead on all that lore and high fantasy stuff. They're like more grounded things.
So they're not afraid of technology.
No.
Technology.
Technology.
Oh.
Uh, Can openers.
I curse you
It's
with
kind of
technology.
Yeah. Someone invented it. It's
Right?
technology. Yeah. But yeah, you guys are on this small town. It's the it's pretty much the only way out of the country on the western side
Mhm.
if you're trying to go to Belrin.
Star Bunny. Hi.
Mm-hmm. More people.
I know.
You can't see it. Usually I just bring up the thing /chat on my laptop so I can at least...
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
can
Keep
even
an
do
eye on
that. But I didn't plan ahead. I should do that.
It's never too late
Mhm.
to open a tab.
Yeah.
Lemon beer.
I'll do
That's
that
not
later.
bad.
Or maybe it is. Who knows?
I fuck with that.
Yeah, I mean, after last call, you pretty much got to settle up and go.
So there's multiple reasons why you guys would find yourselves here. Either you're traveling, and it's kind of a common, crossroad point. But some of the more adventuring types might be over here because one of the towns to the west, Belrin, has put out a call to aid. They're having some problems, and they weren't very specific about it.
Those are the
They've
best
been
kind of
trying
problems.
to summon people in the surrounding area.
Yeah.
That means it's so shitty that when people find out what it actually is, they're not going to want to do it.
Yeah.
It's a rabbit.
Oh, God.
It's an ordinary rabbit.
Look at the teeth!
Yeah.
Teeth, he can leap.
So, what do you guys think you would be doing in this? It's kind of a smaller town. It's on the edge of a huge forest to the west.
Is this my starting town?
It is not. Your starting town is in this country.
Okay,
You're
but
to the west of.
I've already set off on my
Yeah,
adventure.
You've left. This would be going back towards where you're from.
I would be looking at seeing what kind of taverns or inns are there, and if they are hiring traveling performers.
There's a bigger tavern, like kind of in the center of the town.
Oh,
There's like one smaller one that's there, but there's kind of one that's definitely the heart of most of the life of the town.
Okay.
I'd be going to places like a library, maybe the local temple, someplace devoted to just sort of keeping track of things.
Okay.
And trying to figure out, local folklore that might be, linger in this town of doodads and gizmos.
Yeah.
That's right.
There is a church, and that's pretty much it's not big enough that they have their own like full dedicated library of stuff, but there is a church that kind of has that tacked onto it, and that'd be probably where you'd want to go if you wanted to have records of the area or anything well documented.
Yeah.
I'm probably wandering through the less well-off areas of the city, just kind of meandering, keeping to myself, mostly observing, just kind of seeing what the situation is around there, seeing what people are up to, kind of looking for anyone that might need help or maybe need to be taught a lesson for a moment.
Kind of getting a feel for the streets.
Yeah, kind of getting a feel for the streets, exactly. Who's doing what, kind of what are the problems of the city, things like that.
All right.
I was gonna ritual cast some comprehend language on myself,
Oh, yeah.
and then probably go hang out at the bar and just
Listen in.
listen.
Have fun.
Maybe mill around to different tables. Use my natural halfling stealthiness.
Oh, yeah.
I'm displaced, so I'm looking for work as a sellsword.
Okay.
I'll probably be wherever Chucky
Yeah, there's
goes.
definitely
Yeah.
a lot
Wizard
going on there.
Bros.
That's right.
There's all sorts of people passing through, all sorts of jobs that get posted in this area a lot. And if you were kind of milling around the area, you definitely would have heard this call to aid for the next town over. They're through the forest. There's kind of this one path that's really cleared out, and that's pretty much the only way in that direction. And there had already been one gathering of people that had gone out in like about 2 days ago, and so you guys are kind of like the second group that's amassed, if that's what you were here for.
So many
Yeah.
people.
All right.
For
you
group
kinda-
number 2, then group number 1 already knocked it up.
No, so it doesn't really matter where you guys would be at the right now, because you'd all be within earshot of one of like the warning bells that's on the western side of the town. That it's on the main road out towards the west, and you hear it's not kind of frantically, but it's definitely alerting that something's going on over there. And
Those assholes.
just kind of like a drone every few seconds you hear it.
Well, I'm not one to miss a little bit of excitement. So I would stop harassing the proprietor of this tavern for a chance to perform on stage, and probably go check out what's going on.
Yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't stop you.
I'll fold a little crease in the page of the book I was reading,
You bastard.
put it up, and head out.
All right.
I hear the noises of alarm and immediately start running in that direction. Don't give a second thought to anybody around me or anything else going on. I'm just focused on getting there as quick as possible.
Okay.
The idea of danger doesn't excite me. So I'm not going to go that quickly.
Yeah,
Well,
just kind of stick in the back,
Yeah.
see what's going on.
I'm not excited to die.
Stand behind all the people running at the danger.
Yeah.
You guys go get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run towards it.
Okay. All right. So as you guys kind of come to the side of town, there is this like big main road that comes through. The bell is posted up on kind of like this tower that's right behind the outer wall, and there's just one guard up there swinging it back and forth, and he's pointing out, pointing outside the west city of the walls. And you notice that there is a horse coming from the tree line.
What is the horse's name?
There's a horse without a name,
Oh no.
Fucking Christ.
the worst
Joe.
kind.
That's a complicated name.
It is.
They rode through the desert.
Come here,
Yeah.
horse without a name.
Man, they
That's
made it all the way through the
that's
forest,
the full
too.
string. A horse
Poor
without
guy.
a name.
Yeah. No spaces.
Yeah, none. Underscores. Even worse.
There you go.
I'm gonna use message and ask the horse's name.
Okay. It replies in horse. Do you speak horse?
Yes. No.
Okay.
It said its name was.
But you would notice that this horse doesn't really have like a saddle on it. It kind of seems to be outfitted for a carriage, but there's no carriage.
So it has the straps and stuff coming.
Yeah, it
from
has like the
maybe, but
it has like
no
those back
carriage or
things, and then
anything.
kind of like the
Is there
I don't
any
know what they're
yoke?
called.
Is there?
Yeah.
Did you say there's a rider upon this horse?
There is none. Just this horse, from what I
Oh.
can see.
I'll try to bustle my way up in front of the crowd to get out to the horse and try to calm it down a bit.
Okay.
Little animal handling.
Heck yeah. The first roll.
Yes.
Ooh.
Christ. My +5 ain't doing much with that 1.
Oh man.
Oh, good way to start.
Yeah.
I did have a question for you. Would I be able to roll my portent's dice that I would normally roll after a long rest?
Say that for what?
He's a divination wizard.
I can preload 2d20s, but since we technically haven't had a long rest.
Oh yeah.
Tharin,
that's fine.
what's your character's name?
Braig the Brash.
B-R...
Braig.
Well, those aren't very useful.
Okay.
These are dice on force
Okay.
on someone else.
What are you, human or
'Cause I
what?
can do that
Human.
also.
Okay.
No, that could be good. Maybe somebody rolls really hot on
They're
it. So I
getting
just
stats
press some
right
numbers
now.
on it.
So with that one, you kind of run out, and the horse was a little bit spooked before, but wasn't totally far gone.
Now it's gone.
It seems to be sort of familiar with this path, and that's kind of why it's following. You run up and just kind of throw your hands up in front of it, trying to grab on, and it freaks out and rears up. Make a dexterity save.
Oh boy. 11.
Okay. It's gonna knock you to the side.
All right.
You're gonna take 3 bludgeoning damage.
That's
This
fine.
thing runs by you.
That's fair.
Okay, I would like to try and run out there and see if I can calm it. I'm not going to try and talk to it or anything, use anything else on it, but I'm just going to try and kind of rub the side of his neck and try and get him to calm down for just a moment.
Okay. I'll say too, you notice getting out there closer to it that it also it had these things to pull a carriage still attached. One of the reins is just flaming loose behind it, but it's also dragging a broken off wooden chunk of
carriage.
Of the carriage. Okay.
Yeah, kind of like the post that comes out that those.
Can I try and swing my short sword at it to cut it free, just to cut the strap as quick as possible, and then kind of go back to...
Give me a roll for it. Just roll. What does that mean?
What do you want?
Just make an attack.
Sneak attack or what?
Just make a
Just normal attack.
Just a regular attack.
Okay.
Do you have a blade, something like?
Yeah, I have a short sword.
Okay.
So. 17.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay.
So you're able to
cut it free and
cut free. Yeah.
Okay.
Stops dragging behind it. That seems to reduce how much it was freaking out too.
Okay.
It doesn't have this large, loud thing clanging around behind it anymore.
I'm just kind of
It seems to calm
kind of
down.
patting its side and just kind of rubbing its side, trying to kind of calm it down a little bit.
Okay.
Just give it soft contact on the side, something reassuring.
I'll let you do animal handling then as well.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh man, this horse is calm.
Was that our second roll?
What?
Third roll.
Third roll. Okay,
Yeah.
what was our
I
second
rolled an
roll?
attack roll to cut the carriage piece off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did have a dumb question circling back.
Okay.
From
What's
Does
my
my
1 to
comprehend
17
language
to
allow me
20.
to understand horse?
I don't believe it does. I don't think their intelligence is high enough for you to benefit with
It
them.
has to be 1.
Oh, does it say that?
Jake dies from a horse
let me
bite.
double check.
Yeah.
I don't think it has to be too high.
Gotta watch out for those biting
Quote,
horses
message
too
would be
old.
the
Oh
problem.
man, yeah.
Not important.
Oh, that's fine.
Every time I shoe a horse, I got bit
Yeah.
when I was a young lad.
Your AC is permanently reduced by 3.
The horses are fucked up, man. That is why I always carry some garlic and a little bit of silver with me.
I might
Oh,
be
yeah.
thinking-
Just
I
to
might
throw
be-
in its eyes or something?
And a
No.
wooden stake.
Yeah, well, those are all important things when it comes to dealing with horses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The bitey kind.
Yeah.
all horses.
Vampire horse.
Vicious
Every
beasts.
horse.
Destroyer of the
I saw a comic that some horrible man created of a person who turned into a horse, and it was so fucking horrible.
Yes.
I-
Can't unsee that.
That's no good.
I'd say,
Please no.
so you're calming down this horse. It's not really prancing and trotting anymore. You notice it's mostly unharmed, whatever, but it's kind of bruised on its backside. You can see where it seems like that wooden post kind of smashed into it.
Just kind of
What
kept hitting
you-
it as it was dragging, hitting rocks
Yeah.
and bouncing up. That sort of
That, or as whatever happened to the carriage.
thing.
Um,
Took a hit.
I'll go up and I'll inspect this horse.
Okay.
As I walk up to it, I conjure a small set of stairs so I can get to the right height.
All right.
And then I conjure a magnifying glass with prestidigitation so I can get a good look at it.
All right.
I kind of lean over and just tell you, careful, he's very spooked.
It is a horse.
He's the spooky boy.
Natively spooky.
Okay. Give me that.
What would that even be? I wasn't even. Do they have handle animal in this game? Oh, they do have animal.
Yeah,
handling.
it's 5e again.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, the animal's already handled. So if you're looking for something like very specific,
Investigation,
whatever, then
or maybe medicine,
or,
depending on what you're looking for.
I don't know horse medicine. What is it, Joe?
it'd be like a search.
Investigation.
This horse is broken. Put it down.
That is a natural 1. With my investigation, that is 4.
You conclude it's a horse.
Gentlemen, I believe this is a horse.
Yeah.
Quite dangerous, I might add. Everyone back!
Yeah.
Back, I say! And I will unsummon the stairs in my magnifying glass as I poof to the ground as it vanishes and try and hold the crowd back for their safety.
All right.
Very astute, my little friend, but I think something might have harmed it.
Perhaps another horse.
Where is someone who's native to the town?
But
Yeah.
perhaps.
I want to ask someone native to the town what the closest running body of water would be, like a river or something like that.
Definitely the closest person to you right now would be one of the guards. They're kind of
Okay.
walking out.
Yeah, I'll ask one of them. Like, where's the closest river or something like that? Clearly, this vile creature was harmed trying to cross moving water.
Like, I'm not sure how you came to that conclusion, but there is a river, about 4 hours that way through the forest.
Obviously, that's it, my friends.
Like, this horse looks like it's from the carriage that left a day ago. And if they had problems crossing a river that was 4 hours away, it would have been back already.
Where was this carriage heading?
It was heading towards
Belrin.
Bantiel.
the next town over.
Belrin. Yeah.
Belrin.
Yep. Belrin.
Jace Belrin.
Mhm.
Magic character. Don't worry about it. We're going to get sued now.
That's okay.
Oh my gosh, game over.
GG.
First episode, yeah. But yeah, it was heading towards Belrin. This was one of 3 carriages that were in the first kind of party that had amassed to head out towards them. 'Cause they were given some signs that they were not in good shape right now, but they didn't say why.
So they were answering the call to aid.
It was
now
kind
they
of people
need
that were in the
aid.
immediate area that were in
They're
this
still
first
alive.
round. There was a lot of people like from this town that kind of massed up, or some people from that town that were over here. It was
Bring
just
them
a
the
lot of
Gatorade.
they're the people that were really close, and that's why they were able to kind of make it out in the first party. But this appears to be one of those carriages that somehow doesn't appear to be in good shape right now.
I'll get up and dust myself off, and I'll look to Braig the Brash, and I'll ask you there. Seem to have a way with weapons, or at least a particular weapon. Would you care to accompany me to the next town over to see what all the fuss is about?
Yeah, sure. Is there a price associated with that, or is it just
The prize is knowing that you did good.
that's good enough for me?
Clearly, you two are going to need guidance in this. I shall accompany you.
I should probably join you, as you all seem a little bit rash, but perhaps with a little bit of calmness, you might make it through this okay.
I have a salve for that, and I'll summon a wealthy salve.
Not quite what I mentioned, but
Magic. And it disappears.
you're an odd one.
Yeah.
All right. That's prestidigitation that you're using.
Either that or I have a conjuration feature that lets me summon inanimate objects too.
It's within like 1 cubic.
Prestidigitation is anything that can fit in your hand.
Okay.
And my conjuration thing is anything within a 3-foot cube.
3-foot cube.
Is that a cantrip for you as well, or
Yeah.
nice?
Yeah.
So you can make multiple objects.
Well,
You can make
one
of each.
Well, I can make 3
Right.
things with prestidigitation,
Oh, okay.
and I can make 1 thing with the conjuration. I think I need to double check prestidigitation. But-
I don't remember. I haven't used that spell for.
You could use some sleight of hand stuff, and then turn a small pepper shaker into a giant pepper shaker.
I can have up to 3 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time. So yeah.
You could juggle pepper shakers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
With
Assuming
one
you could
really-
juggle.
I could make up to 4 pepper shakers.
Oh yeah.
The real trick is you gotta use that conjuration to like throw the 3 of them up and then catch a really big one.
There's some fucked up wording with prestidigitation that lets me abuse some shit on that too. It's
Nice.
gonna be great.
You know, I can
Is that
use
pepper shaker in your
anything
throat?
as a monk weapon.
What's that?
Good. Yeah.
Hey, it's Chris.
Yo. Hey, Chris.
How's it going, Chris?
Just throws a pepper shaker right through some guy's head.
Oh, yeah. Like a major league pitcher.
Munked. All right. So you guys are all
Contra two of
kind of
those.
talking about
Time
that.
to
You're
go
talking to
to
this
some
guard. He's explaining that, you know, nearest source of a river, whatever, would be about 4 hours away. You're talking about that, and then you see there's like another cart that's kind of amassing itself. There's a few villagers that are like, "Oh, we have to go there now." But maybe there's people that are still like,
Carts
Out
are
there.
dangerous, guys.
yeah,
Horses, too.
Yeah, but obviously if
See.
they've tangled with horses, they are all dead.
yeah, probably. You have to recover the bodies, though. Yeah,
At
if
least
there
they're-
are any.
Yeah.
yeah. They eat those.
Get some plague doctors up there in case of horse bites.
Mhm.
Don't want them to get infected.
Well, let's stop fucking around and let's go.
Yeah.
Where are we going? I don't care. Let's go.
Is there anyone here who can take care of the horse while we're gone?
And they're like, yeah, there's a few stables and things. This is actually one of the horses that normally stays here, and it just kind of goes back and forth between the near town.
Yeah,
You
I'll
mean-
go to maybe the nearest guard or something and just ask that they please make sure he gets, to where he needs to be to get taken care
I'll
of.
summon a 38 revolver and I'll
You
hand it to
mean-
him.
Take care of?
Yeah.
Or take care of?
To be cared for, not to be taken
Come
care
right
of.
this way behind this tree.
Come on
I
over.
kind of shoot a dirty look
It's
your
a nice
way.
little daisy
Because I know
field
what
this
you're
way.
thinking already.
There's some lovely flowers out here.
Yeah. Oh man.
Make a lot of IKEA meatballs.
I'll probably take this opportunity
It's dark
to
fast.
give myself some mage armor.
Some mage armor.
The bougie.
Do I have mage armor?
And some mage armor lasts 8 hours. I'm not going to be too particular about it. Like, as long as you cast it once in a day.
Okay, I
Yeah.
don't have mage armor. I'm not going to worry about it. Who
Mhm.
needs mage armor when you have
I
pepper
will.
shakers?
Me.
Just don't get in a fight. You'll be okay.
Did you know that
Yeah.
my AC is the same as my health?
Is that 12?
It's 14.
Your AC is higher than mine,
Yeah.
but your HP is lower.
Is it 14 including mage armor now?
No, it'll be higher with mage armor, but my
You have like a +4 dex?
I do actually.
Oh, wow.
I have an
Yeah.
18
What are you rocking
in
over there
dex.
for HP and AC?
AC is 15. I'm just now learning I have an AC.
I'm gonna be a super sneaky halfling.
And then health is going to be 35.
Okay.
I actually rolled pretty good. This is the second time now that I've totally assigned in a linear motion all of my rolled stuff, and it's lined up perfectly for a melee character.
Nice.
Good.
Good.
Is it what? We got 15, 14, 16, and then it just drops off right after that. So
Nice.
no charisma.
You got me topped on HP for sure.
Mhm.
All right.
You notice that there's a cart that's kind of like gearing up to leave right now, but it looks a little bit rushed. There's a few people that looked like they were going to leave.
Die.
I'm going to
horse
conjure a
is
stop
going away,
sign.
Okay.
Hold it up. You there! Halt!
Yeah.
And I'll wave it up in the
You're
air.
jumped by one of those
Like,
trolls.
no, we got to go now.
Google has
No,
a
no.
really awesome dice roller.
It does now.
We're coming
Yeah.
with you.
I just saw that like a
Oh,
week or two
even
ago.
better. Yeah. Come on,
Yeah.
us.
We want to see how many people this horse ate.
Devastating.
My friend, horses don't eat people.
Yeah.
They're gentle creatures.
Don't let them fool you.
They seem
Until spooked.
confused, but not enough to refuse your help.
Yeah.
So they're loading some rations and supplies and things, some
Yeah.
tents and cots to make.
I'll help them load the carriage.
Mhm.
Just to make the work go faster.
I say it's a little over a 2-day travel to the next town. So usually only one night on the road, and you'll be hitting that town kind of. If you leave early in the day, then you'll be hitting that town right after
Kinda late in the
midday.
day.
Is it early in the day?
And right now, today, it's not super early as that you would want for it to leave, but it's not quite midday yet. So you'd be
Okay.
hitting Belrin around nighttime. assuming you don't have anything stopping you or whatever.
Well, friends, let's make like a tree and get the fuck out of here.
I've never heard that before.
And I will summon a
about to hear
little ladder to hang off the side of the cart or the wagon so I can
Heavy
climb up there.
sarcasm.
Okay. You do so.
I do so.
Alright.
Nonetheless,
Yeah.
got to hear it a lot.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hear it plenty more.
Yeah, it's one of those, it kind of has like a hollow chamber for supplies in it, and then there's a platform on top for people to sit on, and then there's a little bit in the front for people to control the horses. So you're able to climb up on top.
Okay.
Well, definitely looks big enough for the 5 of you.
Good.
And then,
I'll move to the front, so I'm just kind of Captain Morganing off the back of the seat driving it, and I'm going to create the audio effect of like waves crashing and the smell of salt in the air, and then I'm going to summon a scope.
Like
A
an
spotlight
acting-
glass.
So,
Spyglass?
so you're like leg up on the back of the carriage.
On the back, I'm standing in the back of the carriage, and I'm leg upping on the seat where the driver of the wagon goes.
Is it an open top carriage?
no, there's like a seat. Yeah, open top, I guess.
Like
it,
a
it doesn't
covered
have
wagon
like a,
shit.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's not like a covered wagon.
it doesn't have a covering. It's just kind of like,
Just
But it's
an
the
open
same
wagon.
shit. It's
Yeah.
a wagon.
yeah, it's a wagon.
I
So,
thought
yeah,
Captain
I'm-
Morganing was getting drunk and falling into the Christmas tree.
Not yet, my friend.
It's a different
So, yeah.
move.
I kick my foot up there.
It's Kiefer Sutherlanding.
You can smell the salt spray in the air. You can hear the waves crashing.
Yeah.
And with my spyglass, I look ahead and let us go!
I kind of want to waste a spell slot for flavor.
I'm not wasting any spell slots.
I know, but I kind of want to waste a spell
Yeah.
slot for flavor.
So I'm assuming I'm just walking next to the carriage.
Yeah, you could be.
Is there anybody near me that's walking as well?
Yes, there's one person there that kind of looks like the guard, but he doesn't have like the full garb of it. But he has like one of the town's insignias on him. So he has a spear. He's,
Perfect. So I kind of lean in and just say, "Can I borrow your spear for a second?"
he's like, why?
So just trust me, it'll be worth it.
Okay.
So I take his spear.
I want it back.
And, I hold it kind of towards the pointy end, and just reach up. While Wreen, or is it Wreen?
Wreen.
While Wreen is Captain Morganing on the front of there, I just kind of reach up with the blunt end of the spear,
See,
just kind of
what's that
lift
big
up
check?
his back leg just a little bit high enough to try and cause him to topple off.
Over
there.
the front or backwards?
Well, just to topple safely back into the
Okay, yeah. I'm not arguing against it either direction.
just to kind of cause you to topple back into the deal while you're looking through your spyglass.
Okay. I tumble backwards into
Yeah.
the cart.
All right.
Even if you were to make me roll, I'm going to fail it willingly.
No, that's fine.
And then while I'm down there, I'm going to use prestidigitation to soil my clothes and make it look real dirty and shit. And I'll pop up like, "How dare you!"
Yeah, you land on like.
I use prestidigitation to clean it.
Oh, man.
I just kind of, I don't say anything. I didn't even look his way. I just kind of smirk a little bit and hand the spear back to the guards.
Guard's like, I kind of wanted to do that too, but
Wait, did you just fake shit your pants and the anti-fake shit your pants?
Essentially, yeah.
pretty much.
Magic with a dookie, magic without a dookie.
Oh god!
Watch this dookie disappear.
Ah,
Yeah. Somehow even more magic.
I'm going to have so much fun with this shit. It's so stupid.
I know. Well, that's what I mean. I really wanted to waste that suggestion spell. So you see what I said?
Oh,
I
man.
didn't.
Use suggestion to convince the guy steering the wagon that he's always been on a ship,
That would've
and
been
have
real
him
funny.
play along with it. If he fails to save, then he has to comply.
Mhm. All right.
Hard to start.
Starts carrying the reins like this.
You're on land.
All right, Joe, get us out
Yeah.
of here before I do something else
No,
stupid.
you guys, you're all geared up. You're on the cart. You have about 4 days worth of rations and things, which is plenty. And everyone's a little bit nervous knowing that one of the carts got destroyed. Or at least the people that aren't in the party. I can't speak for you guys, but there's only 2 other people that are with you that aren't a part of the party. There's one guy that's driving the carriage, and then there's the guard that was walking alongside. They're accompanying you guys.
Is one of them a horse thief?
Not that you know of.
Yeah, I would kind of doubt it.
You suspect no, but you never know.
It's less likely.
Yeah. All right, and you set out. So you're kind of in a clearing towards the further east you go across town. It's this area at one point was pretty heavily forested, but around the settlement it's been really cut back. A lot of the wood was used for the houses and for the wall and such. So there's kind of like this big clearing around the town, but there's not a whole lot of trees and things. And it's been kind of thinned out throughout that way, but it definitely gets much thicker as you start heading west. Like once you've been on the road for even about a half hour, you're in very dense woods. These super tall pine trees all around you. Getting on that way. And it kind of winds a bit, so you don't ever, it's not like a solid road that you can see on for quite a ways, but kind of rocking back and forth.
Kind of follows the terrain a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
It does what the roads do. Goes places.
It's not too rocky or anything, but yeah, it has to sway every so often to make it around hills and such. And you proceed. Anyone stirring up any conversation or anything, or with anyone?
I'm mostly a listener in this case.
Same. I'm just kind of listening to everybody else talk, keeping myself just observing.
I'm using prestidigitation to summon a mirror and a comb and comb my hair every 10 minutes or so.
Alright. I'll allow it.
I might message Kleez to ham it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We can get people talking.
Yeah.
It's pepper shaker magic.
The guard that's
How many
walking...
horses are pulling this carriage?
2. Yep. And there's one guy kind of sitting, or is anyone sitting up front with the driver?
I'm Captain Morganing that shit.
That's what I
Still
thought.
back at it.
Yeah.
He's gone back up to his perch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Scanning the tree line.
When I do a
that's
message,
bark.
only you hear, and you can answer back if you choose.
I prestidigitate like little headbands
Mm-hmm.
with little unicorn horns, but I prestidigitate them on the horses' foreheads. Because it's a thing that can fit in your hand, but it doesn't say where. There's no range limitation. It just says the size has to fit in your hand.
So you're conjuring it in that particular place.
I'm gonna rule you have to conjure it in your hand.
You will have it does have a range of 10 feet.
Okay.
Oh, it does say 10 feet?
Am I
Yeah,
within
yeah.
10 feet of the front of the horse?
Yeah, you could lean forward
Okay.
a bit and you'd be within 10 feet, yeah.
Get out there.
Oh,
You're
should do
small
that.
and scrappy. You can probably jump over their backs. And
Yeah, I'll take a few steps forward, and then unicorn headband
Maybe we need
horses.
to change where the
Look, my
is.
friends!
It's pretty close to my feet.
These are no mere horses. They're horny horses.
Oh no. Even worse than regular horses.
Mm-hmm. Deal with it.
The-
Fucking deal with
The
it.
guy running the the coach dude or whatever picks up like the whip thing that he's, and he just flicks one of the horns off and can't reach the other one quietly. He's like, oh my god.
This one is a gelding.
The guard with the spear, he I imagine you're kind of like towards the back of the cavern, sitting, or back of the cart, and he's walking around that. He's like, you don't look like you're from around here. So what brought you over here?
Invasion into the area where I'm at, where I normally camp.
Oh yeah.
Southern mountains of Norin.
They're over there too, huh? They're kind of pushing into our area as well. They're a little bit more diplomatic about ours than they were with you guys. But a lot more activity from them. You haven't heard anything about the rumors or anything going around?
Mm-mm.
About what's been going on in the forests? There's a lot of stuff that people have been seeing, they say.
A lot of trees falling.
What sort
in
of
the forest.
stuff?
Well, there hasn't. We kind of noticed first that there hasn't really been any like as much wildlife in the area. But we've been having to go a lot farther to hunt recently. It's kind of strange. Like usually they're not really close to town because noise and all that. But you usually don't have to travel almost a day before you start seeing any game or anything. But it's been pretty hard to find anything. And People have been saying they've been seeing things walking through the trees on 2 legs, but I don't really know if I believe that. I haven't seen anything myself. There's a lot of people saying it. But people say that, kind of want to jump on a trend.
Yeah.
So,
I know how that goes.
Something like that.
I've seen something. Oh, I've seen something too. It had brown eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
I too was abducted in the night.
As I move up to him,
Mhm.
I say, I saw that you stole my pepper shaker. And I saw the pepper shaker in his pocket.
He's like, I don't know what you said.
Check your pocket, friend. Check your pocket.
I don't like you.
And then I snap my fingers, and everyone within 10 feet of me can smell pepper. Go back on the cart.
You talking about black pepper or
Yeah.
bell pepper?
Like black pepper.
Like
Pepper
a pepper
shaker.
grinder.
Pepper shaker.
We would
Pepper.
start sneezing.
It's just the smell. I don't actually put pepper.
It's not enough for like a mechanical effect, but
Yeah.
it's there.
This spell I'm abusing is that. It's not enough for any mechanical effect.
Yeah.
Right on the verge of sneezing. Just
Yeah.
because of a psychosomatic.
Just mildly annoying.
Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna pull the pepper shaker out, look at it confused, just toss it off to the side of the road.
Oh, I'm going to feign like I jump up and grab it, and then pepper shaker. I got it, friend.
He seems kind of confused. Like, how many of those do you have?
All of them, and then and it's gone.
I'll summon a pepper shaker and say, well, if you have it, how do you explain this?
I summon a 3-foot pepper shaker. Boom!
How do
Eat
you
shit.
hold a 3-foot pepper shaker? You're
With
tiny.
two
Yeah.
With
hands.
very, very tight cheeks.
God damn it.
Oh, no. It's both convenient and a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Scares most things away.
Yeah. Yeah, it
God, the
does.
damage I could do with a 3-foot pepper
Yeah.
shaker.
He just kind of shakes his head and he's like, wizards.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
There's going to come
It's
a point
literally a
where I'm
one-word
just gonna
statement.
reach a
There's no
hand
argument to
and
make.
pepper shaker me.
Shaker me.
Shaker me.
I don't have anyone's
No. The
passive
big one.
perception.
I could tell you mine if you need it. It's not good.
I'm going to see. Does anyone have a passive perception over 13?
I have a passive perception of 13.
Yeah, same here.
14.
14.
Nice.
I think you have the highest.
14 team. Yeah, I have 12.
All right.
We got decent.
My
Passive
passive
perception.
investigation is 16, though.
Mine's
do?
9.
Yeah, mine's. Yeah, same here. Pretty low.
Not that
Right.
I think we've ever used passive investigation.
Joe, what's a pecker shaker?
A pecker shaker?
That's what you do when you're done going to the bathroom.
Apparently, you almost said pecker shaker.
Did I?
That's
Probably did.
So 2 old things.
Oh. Yeah.
Could be a Freudian slip for 2 old. I don't know.
Yeah.
No one too old, probably.
That's,
There
yeah.
we go.
That's
Now
not
everyone
something
should
I
be
want
able
to come
read
up with
that.
a definition for off the top
Is
of
that
my
what you
head.
do in front of a urinal?
That's what you do when you're done at the urinal.
3
It's,
times.
it's the
Yeah.
final move.
Is that the move? The final?
Yeah,
That's the
the-
final move.
It's the
before
finishing
zip.
move at
It's
the
the
urinal.
ritual ending.
It's the
Secure
pecker
draw.
shaker.
Finishing move. I do that at the start.
Finish.
Well, warm up.
Space.
That sounds messy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You have to
God,
do
it's
that.
going everywhere.
Oh,
God.
Yeah,
help
it's
you if
either
you're
the
wearing
finishing move or it's the
open-toe
first move
shoes.
you do if someone's on the one
It's
right
like a
next to you.
swamp gnome.
This
Oh,
is
You don't
this
want
is when
open-toe
we get banned.
shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we haven't yet, so.
All right.
So
despite our
much spray
best
back.
efforts.
You know, speaking of getting wet, I have a message from our sponsors.
Dear God.
Oh no.
I'm already worried.
Are you that kid who gets spritzed first in every neighborhood water gun fight? Well, put that... wait a minute, second here. Okay. Instead, claim victory in your neighborhood water gun fights from over a mile away with Johnny Sharpshooter's high-pressure water rifle 5000. Use a little camouflage and Johnny Sharpshooter's patented revolutionary car battery-operated pump to dominate the battlefield like your favorite long-distance death dealer. The high-pressure water rifle 5000. Soak your neighbors right to the bone.
Those poor kids.
That is beautiful, Jake.
You'll
Forget
wash
the
your
pressure
eye
washer.
out.
This will take the shingles right off the side of the house.
Yeah.
From a healthy distance of 1,000 yards.
It'll take the shingles right off your grandma's back.
Oh, too far.
I was about to go
Too
there.
far.
Too, but you said it
no.
first.
Master fucking piece.
Oh, boy.
Damn, I was just waiting for the pause.
Mhm.
Ah.
And demonetized.
All right. So you guys have been on the road now for about 4-ish hours.
Mhm.
You're running up to about where the first guard that you guys talked with said that there should be a river coming up. And you notice
Should
the
expect to
terrain's
see a
kind
lot of
of,
bodies and horses here.
and then the trees kind of like aren't as thick. It's reducing a little bit. You're able to see a little bit farther, and it's kind of sloping down. And you come across a river, and don't really see anything though at it. If you thought that was where like the previous carriage would have been crashed or whatever, there doesn't appear to be anything there.
Does it even look like they crossed it? I mean, is there a bridge or something across the river?
There's not quite like a raised bridge, but there's a bunch of there's like a raised part in the
Like
water.
it's a shallow area or something?
Yeah, it's shallow. It's clearly like constructed to be like that. There's like rocks and things placed, but there's still water running over the top of it.
Does it look like something crossed it, or does it look like it never made it across? Like, would we see?
Do we see pieces of the carriage anywhere?
Give me a search check.
Search check.
Wait, where's it?
Investigation.
I
Investigation.
thought there was a different one.
There's also perception.
Perception. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that would be a perception check.
Yeah, that'll let you spot something.
21.
Okay. So you're scanning for like bits of the carriage, you said,
Mhm.
or any signs of anything.
Yeah, just signs of like a struggle, bits of the carriage, articles of clothing, just anything that would tell me that somebody had been there previously, and non-natural materials and such.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Non-river material.
Yeah, non-river, not rock, grass, or water.
Okay. Yeah, you're searching for a bit. There doesn't seem to be anything on your side of the river. Like you've kind of come through it. There's a bit of a clearing in the area, and you're kind of searching up and down a bit. But you do see like kind of a splintered chunk of what looks to be like a wagon wheel on the other side of the river.
Okay, just kind of on the ground there.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to see. It's kind of like partly in a bush, but it's like a little bit off the side of the road. But with your 21, you're able to see that. As you're scanning for it.
Oh, cricket.
Our cricket friend's back.
Yeah, asshole.
Cheap.
You could probably pop
That's
that
all I
window
see.
again, too, if you want to check since the air conditioning's not running.
It'd be pretty hard to tell. Like, the most you'd be able to tell is if there's any like muddy tracks or anything coming out of the river
yeah, I'm
on
not
either
expecting
side.
to find too much as far as like tracking stuff goes.
And you do see the tracks coming towards you, like on your side.
Too much
There
cricket.
appears to be like about one horse's worth of tracks,
some
coming
kind of
through.
like fresh footprints or something like that. Hoof
and then
prints.
there's like a bunch of weird divots in the ground.
probably from the bit of the carriage that it was dragging, just kind of hitting the ground and bouncing around.
Yeah, you can discern that.
Can we
That's
Hansel and Gretel breadcrumb all the cart pieces back to the site of the struggle?
Yeah, if you guys want to cross.
Yeah, the side of the struggle might be exactly on the other side here.
Yeah, you don't see anything else on your side, and unless anyone else is looking. But yeah, the Eddie was seeing just some broken pieces.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm kind of like right at the edge of the water, kind of looking
Yeah.
across at it.
Yeah.
I'll look back at Tharin and kind of motion like,
hmm
let's head across.
Yeah, and right at the edge of the water too. You're able to see pretty far down either side, and you don't see anything.
So you said this isn't a bridge? Or is
It's
it
not really a bridge. Like there's,
somebody piled rocks in
it's
the
like a-
water to kind
yeah.
of level it
a
out,
stepping?
but it's still like water's
Mhm.
washing over
It's
the
a-
top.
it's level
Natural-ish crossing.
that
it's
you'd
just
be
a
able to
shallow
go through.
spot.
It still lets water pass over it, but it's kind of like crudely thrown together. But
There's
it doesn't-
actually a word for it, and I
Not-
can't remember.
yeah, I
what
can't
I don't know
remember
what it is either.
I
Anyway, we know what it is.
Yeah.
We don't need to figure
Almost
it
a
out.
dam, but not
Yeah.
Almost a dam.
Mhm.
Damn, it's
like
so
80%
close.
of a dam.
It's a darn.
Yeah.
It's a darn.
It's
Yeah.
a darn. Or or possibly a dang it.
Dang, man.
An am. Yeah. So you guys go across. It's an easy, and the water's not high enough that it's really a problem. Like that little bridge or whatever, you're able to cross without any problem. I'm assuming even if you're walking alongside of it, it's not enough that it really fights you. The river's not that quick, so you can cross without much problem.
I'm pretty sure, so I'm staying in the wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming after I motioned to Tharin, I'm assuming we kind of walked ahead of it just to go check out the other side, kind of secure the other side a little bit.
Okay, before you move the carriage across?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. So, while you're over there, you're looking at like that wagon wheel.
Yep.
And it appears to have been broken. Like, it looks like part of the axle is still kind of attached on one side of it.
Yeah.
And it's almost like an even line where it's split on the wheel. Like, it's not a whole wheel. Like, part of it's there, but it's the better half of it. And it's kind of like missing almost in a line.
Been cut in half.
So does it look like something, like perhaps a bladed weapon or something like that? Something cut it, not necessarily something just broke it.
It looks more broken than cut.
Okay, so it does look kind of jagged and stuff.
Either, yeah, it looks like it got bashed or like a
How
lot of
big
weight
is
was
this
on it
wheel?
or something. The what?
How big is this wheel? Like
Standard.
diameter.
Wagon wheels
It's
are
about
pretty good
4
size.
feet.
4 feet?
I'd say.
Perfect.
It's about,
Okay. I'll walk up with you guys. Well, I can clearly see the problem here. Then I point out the broken wheel. You see it's broken.
mhm.
And then I use minor illusion to make it look like it's fixed. And it should look like this. Obviously.
You do so.
And then I conjure a jack and a lug wrench.
So the problem is not with the wheel not functioning now. The problem is not knowing what did this to it.
Taxpayers' money. It's going to waste.
Whatever did this to the wagon wheel
Taxpayers'
most
money
likely
did it.
destroyed the entire carriage, and whatever destroyed the entire carriage is most likely something we do not want to run into.
Okay. I won't argue with that.
Better yet, it's something we'll probably run into.
You know, if we do run into it, we can always bribe it.
Bribery,
You can always bribe it.
bribery
All-
has a tendency to come back on those who use it.
I'm like, no, I got this, and I'll minor illusion a treasure chest right next to me, and then conjure one on the other side. And if that's not enough, 2 little tiny treasure chests in each hand.
I don't even react at this point. I'm too busy inspecting the wheel and kind of walking away at this point.
Magic, what the fuck, man? Tough crowd, I tell you.
Let's keep breadcrumbing.
Yeah.
These guys don't appreciate it.
I know.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I see any more?
Do that.
And that is
There's kind of 3 checks that you could be making. You could be making perception just to kind of scan to see if you see any more. You could be doing investigation to kind of piece together the events of it. Or you could do survival if you're kind of looking for tracks or like indentations or something. That's kind of closer to
I wouldn't mind
investigation.
rolling investigation and try and piece it together.
Okay.
Something I'm actually proficient in.
so help me out here. Like if we roll something on the
The
D20,
non-natural.
like a perception check, do we add that score that's in the senses?
You add whatever it says for bonus. That last number.
So in the center of that stack there,
Yeah.
you'll find that particular trait and then add the bonus.
It already adds whatever stat applies to it.
Yeah, it does all the math for you. For me,
Okay.
investigation's a non-natural 20.
And all the ones that have like the black dots next to them are trained.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that you selected, so you get your bonus, your proficiency bonus.
Joe, my investigation's 20.
20? Okay. So you're able to kind of conclude, studying the wheel, it appears to have broken from like pressure on it. Seems like a lot of weight was forced onto it. and rather than like, because of the way that it broke kind of in a line, it seems to be that it wasn't like smashed at. That would have probably been a little bit more crude looking.
It's more like a pressure sort of thing.
Yeah, it's almost like something with a lot of weight crushed
Possibly either something from above in some manner.
Do I know of any large flying creatures heavy enough to do that in this region?
Large flying creatures in
Yeah.
this region.
Well, is it possibly a large flying thing or a large thrown thing?
Well, let's start off with large flying creatures.
It could be a large kangaroo.
Yeah.
I mean, if it can jump.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Goddamn.
Wooden carts are their natural prey.
They go at him.
Yeah.
Like
You don't even
squish 'em.
need a nature check to know that.
They squish them just like
That's-
Goombas.
They're just like termites. They're like cellulose.
Yeah.
You know?
Anyway,
It's good for their blood.
do I know of any large flying creatures in the area?
Give me a nature check.
Sure are a lot of checks going on.
18.
18. With that, I mean, besides like normal birds and things,
Little brute force, a lot of thinking.
anything larger than that, there are, like, you do know that griffins and things like that are something that exists in the world, but it's kind of rare for anything that large to fly in like this dense of woods. It's pretty uncommon to come across anything of that size. Anything that would threaten a cart that would be flying. I wouldn't expect it to be. It's not totally impossible, but you're thinking it's kind of leaning towards that's probably not what it was.
Well, I don't think it was a flying creature. You mentioned someone throwing something at it?
Possible. I'm just thinking of things that crush wagons. Large rocks,
Churches.
Wait, did you guys look up and
Churches.
down the river?
brown gravy.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, come on, The Rock.
Things that crush rocks.
Yeah,
No,
Dwayne
wait.
Johnson's.
No, The Rock.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
A giant Dwayne Johnson
Yeah, there's
came
a
out of the
Giant
screen.
Dwayne Johnson rolling down the mountain.
He smashed right into the side of it.
Yeah. And was anyone else making like a perception or search check for you?
Yeah, I'll do a perception check.
Okay.
I'll do a survival check.
Okay.
I want to look up and down the river, see if I see any other signs of. 'Cause this isn't in the water, is it? It's past.
No, it's not in the water. It's on the other side. It's just barely where the clearing kind of ends. Like there's some.
How many? What's the footage between where it's at and the water?
I'd say about 40.
40 feet?
Oh, so it's a ways in.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it happened in the water and fell out. It seems like it was already clear on the other side.
Are there any rut marks, fresh rut marks leading to this?
There aren't any fresh ones other than the ones that you guys just put in on that, and you're able to kind of use that to gauge about what a cart should leave.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some old ones, like this seems like it's traveled enough, but it doesn't seem like there's any new ones aside from what you guys just put in.
Okay.
10 perception probably doesn't get me too far.
10 perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see really any other pieces. You see some other like splintered bits, but it seems kind of from that wheel.
Well, there's no sense dwelling here.
Yeah.
Nobody here.
A lot of time on a wheel so far.
Yeah. There's no one here who needs our help, but there may be those who need our help further down the road.
Yeah, let's stop fucking, kicking this dead horse and we'll move on.
There's a dead horse to find.
Yeah.
And we'll kick that one.
Yeah, we gotta go find it to kick it first. Alright, you continue on the path. It's pretty much just been straight this whole time. You haven't met any forks or anything yet. The two NPCs traveling with you are they seem a little bit put off by that. Like, it's pretty rare that anyone doesn't make it between these two towns. Like, there's not really any bandit activity in the area or anything like that. It's pretty weird. And every so often there'll be semi-hostile creatures like wolves, a very occasional bear or something like that.
Not the bears.
But you don't really run into anything that attacks, let alone destroys a cart. It's pretty out of the ordinary.
I'll ask the guard, how many people were in this party?
So in this one, all together, across all of them, probably close to 20-ish, 18.
So multiple wagons, I assume?
Yeah, multiple wagons.
So only one of them came back, which either means that they all got
Found
smushed real hard,
We found a single wheel and one horse.
or
named
only
Matt.
one of them got smushed real hard.
It's about an hour as well that we've been streaming.
Oh, do we need to take a break?
Oh, snap.
I think so.
Is
We're
it
trying
that
to
time?
keep our chunks.
Yeah,
Over.
let's take a break. Joe, do you want to do the go to break? Or do you want me to?
You're better at it. It's
Okay.
continuity.
Blah, blah, blah.
All right, people. If you're watching us on YouTube, give us a couple days. We'll be back. If you're watching us on Twitch, give us a couple minutes. We'll be back.
Couple minutes.
Couple minutes.
Mhm.
Couple minutes squared.
Couple minutes squared. And so until we see you again, whether that's a few minutes or a few days, start fires, do drugs, tip your bartenders. Deuces.